Magnus Carlsen, one of the greatest chess players of all time. But what happens when he plays blindfolded against an international master, who is also the biggest chess YouTuber in history? This is Levy Rosman. Over the past few years, he has become the most recognizable face in all of chess. The game begins. Magnus opens with e4, and Levy responds with d5, the Scandinavian defense. After Magnus grabs the central pawn, Levy recaptures it with his queen. But Magnus immediately attacks with knight to c3. Levy retreats his queen to a5, and Magnus follows up with d4. Levy, thinking he can avoid complications, plays knight to f6, unaware that he is about to play one of the most exciting games of his career. Magnus continues developing, bringing out his knight, while Levy plays bishop to f5, a critical mistake. Sensing an opportunity, Magnus develops his bishop to c4, increasing the pressure. In an attempt to solidify his position, Levy plays pawn to e6. A few more moves pass, and Levy trades his bishop for a knight before retreating his queen. Magnus, now with a slightly better position, plays queen to e2. Black has to be careful. White can advance the d-pawn to d5, opening up Black's king. The best move for Levy would have been pawn to c6, creating space for his queen. But Levy short castles, and Magnus does the same, lining up a deadly attack against the weak e6 pawn.
Yeah, the
Physical state.
position is normal, but
I have to think of moves that.
but I have been in this situation a couple of times where.
A few moves later, Magnus infiltrates Levy's side of the board. After king to e7, Magnus begins constructing a mating net, starting with queen to c7 check. He picks up the rook on a8, forcing the black king into a walk of shame. With Magnus down to just 19 seconds, Levy believes he's out of danger after playing queen to g3. But he's about to find out why Magnus is one of the greatest chess players of all time. Levy plays king to f6, but Magnus immediately strikes. g5 check. With nowhere to run, Levy is forced to king f5. Magnus continues the relentless attack with queen to f3 check, forcing Levy to capture the pawn. And then came the final blow. Rook to g1. Game over. With no escape, Magnus delivers queen to h1 checkmate. A brilliant blindfolded victory over Levy Rosman.